2021 has been a great year to me in respect of my reading journey. I read 18 books, only 18 books. This is very less compared to other booktubers or regular readers, but I'm satisfied because I had the opportunity to buy many books this year, and also I read some of the books which were in my TBR for a long period of time now. It is a wrap up. Why am I doing this wrap up so early? I have exams later this December, so I may not be able to read any books further. So, yes, it is time to wrap this up. These were the 18 books read by me in 2021. Without further ado, let's get into the video. So, namaste friends and welcome back to Ankita Nepaji's YouTube channel. Let us start with a Kannada book which I read recently. It is Channabhairadevi, Karimenasina Raniya Akalanka Charite by Dr. Gajana Sharma. Rani Channabhairadevi is the last queen from Saluva dynasty who ruled the lands of Nagire, Gersoppa, Hadvalli regions of North Canara for 54 long years. She was the reason Portuguese were not able to enter past Goa to the south. She had defeated them and they didn't dare enter her kingdom. She gave shelter to the Saraswat Brahmins from Goa. She developed the business of pepper and supported the pepper business by her citizens. Thus, she was called Reina de Pimenta, which translates to the Queen of Peppers by Portuguese themselves. Though it is a work of fiction, the author beautifully depicts the facts and biography of the queen. It is very sad that a great queen like her is kept away from the history by making false allegations on her to glorify others, especially foreigners. You people must definitely check this book out. If not, you are missing something very important from the history of our land. I hope this book gets translated into English very soon. The second book I am going to talk about is Who Let the Dark Out by Sidin Madhukut. It is the third book in the series of Dark Trilogy. It is based on a genre called Office Humor. So the plot goes something like this. The protagonist, Robin Einstein Verghese, he is an interim CEO of a company named Leatherman. Now he is going to work with a government ministry known as Ministry of Urban Regeneration and Public Culture for a project named Allied Military Games. This book is written in a diary format. It showcases the real problems in the system. Politics, blame game played by the politicians and media coverages, etc. Though I liked this book and the writing, at some point I felt like dropping this book. Why? Because of the very large usage of curse words. At some point I felt like the author was bored of bringing something humor, so he introduced just curse words. At some point I felt like dropping the book, but the story kept moving, so could negotiate it. It was a good book otherwise. Next book I am going to talk about is Animal Farm by George Orwell. You may have already heard or already read this book. A famous short dystopian classic. This book is a very enjoyable read. Slowly exposes corruptions and dirty politics behind everything through animals as main characters. Do check this book out if you haven't already. The next book I am going to recommend is also a classic. It is The Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. Who hasn't heard the name of Pride and Prejudice? One of the famous classics by Jane Austen, popularly called a romantic novel, also kind of satire. The protagonists Elizabeth Bennet and Mr. Darcy, who dwell in their own world with their own biases against the world, also each other, finally overcome their pride and their prejudice against people and accept the reality and goodness in them. I read this book along with an audiobook of the same book playing in the background, helped me get the essence easier, faster, and it helped me not to divert from the story. It helped me concentrate and keep up with the story while I was reading. These are very enjoyable. Try this method, playing audiobook while reading the same book. Tell me in the comments if you have done like this while reading. Going to the next book, it is The Stationery Shop of Tehran by Marjan Kamal, a historical fiction centering Roya and Bahman, who meet at the stationery shop of Tehran in Iran. Their journey from 17 years together and apart. Their common interest towards letters, poetry, these small crisp details along with amazing side characters is what adds to the plotline. A Thousand Splendid Suns by Khaled Hosseini, Mariam and Laila. Two young ladies having their own burden of problems, both carrying their bag of hardships and striving to deal with it at a very young age. Be thankful for what you have, no matter how many difficulties come on the way. Because many people don't afford the life you and me are living today. When I summarized the story of this book to my grandmother, even her eyes were wet. Definitely check Khaled Hosseini's books. The seventh book in the list is The Legend of Suhail Dev by Amish Tripathi and the Writers Club. Historical fiction which is based on Suhail Dev, a great warrior of Bharat, hailing from a small kingdom named Shravashti, located in the state of UP. This novel shows how this warrior Suhail Dev and his family fought for the lords and temples of the land which were being invaded by the Ghaznis. This book portrays the real heroes of Bharat whom many people don't know today. Eighth book in the list is Hero of Haldighati, Maharana Pratap by Kesari Singh. It's a book about the great ruler Maharana Pratap, a description of the famous Battle of Haldighati fought in the year 1576 AD. I have done a detailed reading vlog and a book review of this book. Do check it out. I'll give the link in the description below. Next book is another historical fiction which is A Book Thief by Marcus Zusak. This was one of the best reads of 2021. The story is knitted around Liesel Meminger, a girl who was adopted in the reign of Hitler's rule, where there was a serious battle between Jews and Nazis. The speciality of this book being narrated by the death. This book is a really well written piece which you cannot help but love. Next book I am going to recommend, which I read this year, was Kargil Kampana, another Kannada book which is written by three different authors, Ramaswamy, Chandrasekhar Bhandari and Dobu Lakshmana. This book speaks about Kargil war, pre and post happenings, the politics behind it, the stories of real war heroes and their families. Next book in the list is Castle of Water by Dane Huckelbridge. Barry, a banker, and Sufi Ducet, architect, two very different people from two different spaces, ending up in a very small island together for years without any contact of the outside world. Their story which I bought and read this year. The next book is a non-fiction. It is The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari by Robin Sharma. The very little non-fiction books I read and liked personally. This book was gifted to me this year. It speaks about the sages in the Himalayas and their routine and their secret for happiness and energy. Can we change our lives with small and simple steps? Robin Sharma teaches simple methods using storyline attract the reader. This is one of the best reads of 2021 to me. Which is your best read from 2021 to tell in the comment section below. Next section is thriller recommendations. Thriller books I read in 2021. First but least liked by me is The Trace by Patricia Cornwell, which I bought from a local library. The 13th book of Case Carpeta series, which contains 25 books in the series. So I have done a detailed book review of this book also. Do check it out. The second thriller recommendation is The Silent Patient by Alex Michaelides. It is one of the most hyped psychological thriller. I heard mixed opinions about this book. Also, I too have a mixed opinion about this book. However, the ending was perfectly unpredictable to me. It starts slow but quickens its pace in the second half. Next thriller book I read was And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie. It is said to be one of the most favorite and the best books by her. 10 people with different backgrounds are invited to a certain place where they are killed one by one. What is the mystery behind this? What is behind all this? It is the plot of this murder mystery. Do check Agatha Christie's books because she is one of the best thriller writers. The next thriller recommendation is King of Thoughts by John Grisham. The specialty of this book was it portrayed both positive and dark side of the protagonist, which does not happen generally. The authors tend to see the positive sides of the main character, but here it is not so, which is why I love the book and of thriller books I read this year. The next and final book I read this year was A Man Called Ove by Frederick Backman. From the genre contemporary fiction, a grumpy old man called Ove, the only color in his life was his wife Sonja, who is not alive and whom he misses a lot, tries to go towards her by 3 suicide attempts, all in vain. This is a roller coaster of emotions. At times makes you laugh out loud, twice makes you silently shed tears. Yeah, these were all the books I read in the year 2021. Share in the comment section below which were the books you read in 2021 and have you read any of the books out of the books mentioned by me in this video. Do click the like button if you have liked the recommendations and do comment in the comment section below which was your favorite book. Share this video with your book lover friends and yeah, do subscribe if you haven't already. That's it for today's video. We'll be back with more interesting videos very soon, but after the exams maybe. Thanks for watching.